I wasn't supposed to be back until September, but something felt off. Not in the mystical sense, no dreams, no gut instinct, just silence. No calls from my wife, no school photos, not even a forwarded bill. So I landed 3 days early, quietly. No announcement, no message, just a cab from the airport and a mind already racing. Home was empty, cold, dead. And then the hospital called. Room 417, pediatric ICU. My son, my boy. Hooked to machines, tubes snaking into his arms like leeches. The nurse looked relieved. We were trying to reach someone. He was admitted 2 nights ago. Unconscious, dehydrated. Nobody came. Nobody came. They had his emergency contact as me, third on the list. Third. I stared at the monitor, the beeping, the numbers, the sheer fragility of him. While she, my wife, was tagging beach cocktails in Bali with her mother. I didn't cry. I froze the bank account instead. An hour after the freeze, her messages started. "Hey babe, is there a problem with the card? We can't pay for the villa. Hello? WTF is going on, Michael?" I didn't answer. I just sat next to my son's bed, watching his chest rise with the help of a machine. They hadn't called me when he collapsed. They hadn't come back. They left him with a sitter. And when he got sick, the sitter panicked, dumped him at the ER, and disappeared. The doctor said he was lucky he made it through the night. I didn't feel lucky. I scrolled her photos again. Her laughing in a pool. Her mother posing with some tanned bartender. I remembered her words before I left 6 months ago. "We'll be fine. Take care of work. I've got this." She had it all right. My house, my kid, my credit cards, my trust, all buried under the warm sand of her selfish freedom. But I wasn't going to rage. Not yet. Not ever, if I did this right. While they scrambled in paradise, I built my own storm. I had my assistant pull travel records, GPS data, credit card charges. I kept my expression calm, even while my hands shook. 3 missed parent-teacher meetings, 0 medical appointments, and 3 different nannies in 6 months, all paid under the table. She never visited the school, not once, but she bought a $9,000 bracelet in June. I didn't scream. I didn't confront. I waited. My son finally woke up. His eyes fluttered, weak, dry lips, no smile, just confusion. Then relief. "Daddy?" He didn't even ask where his mom was. I slept next to his bed on a fold-out chair for 3 nights. I answered every doctor's question. I bathed him, fed him, watched him slowly come back to life. Then I booked their return flight myself. First class, direct, a gift. They had no idea what waited on the other side of the gate. She came through customs wearing sunglasses and a tan. "Michael, what the hell is going on?" she asked, fake concern pasted across her face. I handed her a manila folder. Inside, emergency room photos, billing records, a notarized affidavit from the pediatric nurse, school attendance logs, GPS movement summaries, divorce papers. She flipped through in silence. Her fingers trembled. Then her mother leaned in, voice rising. "What is this supposed to be? Some kind of ambush? Michael, you're being dramatic. Your grandson almost died." I said it like glass breaking in a silent room. The hallway echoed. I didn't need to say more. She looked at the papers again, back at me. "You froze my accounts?" I stared through her, unblinking. Yes. They didn't know I already had full custody signed by the court that morning. Didn't know the house had been transferred into a trust. Didn't know the car leases were canceled, the keys disabled. They knew nothing, because I said nothing. All I did was walk them to the hospital, made them sit next to the bed of the boy they forgot. He didn't speak to them. He just looked away. And I stood in the corner, arms folded, watching her try to hold his hand. He pulled it back. That was enough. I leaned close, whispered in her ear, "You'll never be alone with him again," and walked out. The drive home was quiet. My son slept in the back seat. I looked at him in the mirror, and then I looked forward again. There was no anger left, no heartbreak, only clarity. Some betrayals don't need punishment, just exposure. And when the masks fall, they ruin themselves. She did. He survived. I endured. And the final transaction was simple. One son saved, one wife erased, paid in full.